4 minutes, I get to cut an inch of hair off your head.
Okay,
that's 45 seconds of slider.
Okay, and this is going under the pretense that these sliders are smaller than crystals.
Yeah, you can see them on their menu. They're like you hold them with like one hand. They're like this big. Like they're not even the size of. They're like the buns are like the circular kind instead of the steamy like squares. So they're like the size of like, yeah, they're not big. They're not the size of the bottom of this.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
All right. I don't think you can do it 90. I bet we fall in the gray area, but people may be intrigued to see if we dye my hair next week on the podcast.
I'm up for it.
Okay. And then last but not least, we have a couple different cool events coming down the pike as well that aren't ours. Everyone saw how much fun we had at the Big Eat last week, Chris. There's some really cool fucking things coming down. We have Rare Steak Fest on August 18th. Which is 2 weeks from this Thursday, for those that are listening. It's a red wine, red meat affair. There's also cocktails and tequila and whiskey and all those things, beers, but it's who has the best steak in Denver. And it's like 20 fucking restaurants. And they have this big veg palette where you can just lay around on pillows and just eat steak like you're a goddamn Greek god. It's wonderful. So if you want tickets to that, it's in my top 3 best food events in Denver that we have every year, with the Big Eat and Drink Red, Wear Red.
Where is the Rare Steak Festival?
It's the same place we were last week, Performing Arts Center. So, and they use that big ass grassy knoll as well. And so it's pretty fun. It's one of the coolest ones, and it's put on by Jeff and Shalisa from Dining Out Magazine. They do Top Taco, Chicken Fight, and the Wedding Party as well. And we did the Chicken Fight Fest at Elitch's with them. It's cool as crap. But this is my favorite one of all of theirs, just because of the selection of food. And it's the same reason we loved the Big Eat last week, which is you get the varietals of different kinds of restaurants. So like some will be steak tartare, some will be a steak sandwich. But you'll have fine dining, and then you'll have more casual eats. Everybody from GQ Barbecue to Fifth String to Shanahan. So you get a little bit of everybody. Like Cafe de Brazil comes out. Like you'll get different varieties of food. So it's not for the vegans or vegetarians, but if you like to mix it up and you want to try, they have couscous and other shit that comes accompanied, but it's great, dude. It's a fun one. So everybody, y'all need to get tickets to that one. I know it's a little steep. I don't have a promo code for you, I don't think. Let me check real quick just to be sure. But as we continue on, I think what we should do, we do have a discount code. It's called Stoned Appetit. I didn't realize that. And you can get tickets on AXS. And you get 15% off. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. All right. So after that, Chris, is our dinner on August 31st. We're having Aaron Magner from Disco Biscuits and a couple other musicians from the jam band community here in Colorado join up for a super pregame for Fish. So the night before Fish, we're going to host another cannabis dinner with Chef Merlin, Chef Max McKissick, who most folks know in this community through A5, Mr. Oso, Senor Bear, a bunch of other dank restaurants. Justin Brunson, who joined us in May. We're going to have Josh Pollock from Lou's and Rosenberg's doing a course with us as well. And we have a secret chef that may be joining us out of, we got to wait and see what his schedule looks like. So I don't want to tip our hand, but we'll just say, if he's not shooting his film show, then he will be joining us for the dinner on the 31st. So it's going to be awesome. Tickets will go on sale next week for those listening this week. For those that are listening next week, it's actually on August 10th, I think is when we start releasing tickets. So get ready for that. And then
if that individual does arrive, I wonder what type of glasses he'll be wearing.
That's a very good question, Chris. I like where your head's at. Bravo, you smart second.
That's a hint.
Yeah, they got it, Chris. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be fucking gnarly. And then obviously we're headed to Vail next week for Vail Food and Wine, our Vail Wine Fest. You ready for that?
Yeah.
We're going to get blackout drunk and wear lavalier mics and talk with people.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So if you're up there, if you're trying to go party in the mountains next week or in Breck, we have discount codes for that. I don't know what I think it's Stoner for 10% off. But I think that's it, Chris. We covered everything. You've got a new job. You've got a new house. You've got a new outlook on life. We've got a kick-ass week ahead. We'll have guests joining us again next week. But for this week, I was just happy to talk to my dear friend, Chris. So I'm glad to hear things are going well for you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. And thanks again to our sponsors, Seed and Smith. You know, obviously we have our dart pod across the city. If you buy it, you are automatically entered into the raffles that we have remaining. I think Hop Alley and Brasserie Brixton have been claimed. So we're starting a new one this week. I think we'll find something cool to do. I think we'll probably do Post Oak this one. But have a great week, everybody. We love you dearly. And don't forget to buy your tickets to Rare Steak Fest. Bye, Chris. Cheers.
Bye, Kip.